Okay, how to install mods for ArmA 2 or Operation Arrowhead or Combined Ops. What you need to do is take your, let's say the F22, you unpack it. I already did that, so it's gonna be here. It's gonna look like this. Sometimes the mod folders are already installed, but these two files, the PPO file and the BI sign file, needs to be in the add-ons folder, and the key file needs to be in the folder called key or keys. If it's just a key, rename it to keys. Then go into the you can call this folder anything you want, so let's just call it F22, and then you put this add in front of it, and then you copy the folder or move it, it's all up to you, and then you go to your ArmA 2 folder, you paste it. Now that it's pasted, you go to your mod launcher, like so. If you look at my launcher, I have put it up in different categories. This means if I click this, it will not activate, it will only launch the game without the mods. Like this, it will launch the game with the mods. And here's some group 1. This is mod dependables for certain mods. So this is the first group. And this is if you download let's say the German army mod or the French army, I will put it in here. This is I call this unity and weapons because this is if you download special soldiers or stuff like that, you put the weapon mod in here and the soldiers in here, then you got them all in the same. And vehicles, see, I already got the F22. Now I'm going ahead and refresh this. Now the mod right here, the latest one I put, is gonna be in the bottom. It's called F22. I'm gonna mark it and drag it over here. Click activate, and now it's activated. When I click launch the game, it will launch the game with that mod installed. But you have to remember, you have to have the GLT missile box and everything. So this one is actually easier to get off the 6 updater. I'm gonna hit and remove it because I already have it and I don't want to have duplicates. Whoops. And everything that has anything to do with AceMod I put in here. And it's deactivated at the moment. And this is my effects mods, which I put in here. And this way it's easier for me to have an overview of which mods that are in use. This is test mods, which I'm testing. And this is total conversion mods, or the bigger mods. I put in here in a folder called modules, like the Cold War rearmed mod and the 1944 and the Vietnam mod and so on. They go in this folder because it actually contains every group here with maps and so on. And you can see there's plenty of maps to choose from. But this is how I do it. Now, how to get the launcher to work properly. You go to the add-on search folder, and then you choose your ArmA 2 directory. Then in here it will show up. Here's where you this is ArmA 2. If you only own Arrowhead, you'll use this one. If you wanted to run the beta version, you'll use this one. I set it to not run the beta version. And here you can which profile you want to run. And no splash screen, that means it starts up the game faster. Down here you can see all the mods that are currently loaded in mine. There's quite a few. And here you have the server part that shows online servers currently active. You can add servers to your favorites. You can do like this. It should open up. And here we got a list of servers. In the search field, let's see if my server's up. Just to see. And refresh the list. No, my server's not up. Let's try again just for the fun of it. Okay, that's because I didn't launch the server program. I only launched an online gaming. That means it's not acting as a server. It's only acting as a game creator, what you want to call it. But nevertheless, in here, in the server option, let's just take any server, any country, like this. I want to play on this server later, just like in your ArmA 2 add to favorites. Now this server will be my favorites list, so I don't have to look for it again next time I have to play. That's a pretty good feature that the game itself does not offer. And let's see if I can find the favorites list. Yes, it's right here. So in here all your servers will be, so you don't have to use this. And then you just click activate or get players list, and then you just in there you play the game from this. Let's try get some information. You double click it and then you will launch the game with the mods you need to play it. Launch options, add-on options. But this is how you do it. Depending on where your ArmA 2 is installed. If you have the Steam version, it will be Steam apps, something like that. But this is how you do it mainly. And it's not that hard. Yeah, I think that's it. And just to be safe, let's go over this with the mods again. You can also use the sixupater for some of the mods. I can show you a little quick. Gonna take forever to start up. No, it's not that bad actually. Should have kept it open. 6 months later, and we are still waiting. Okay. Didn't really take that long. When you go to the sixupater, you go to the mods. I choose dynamic. There's also the Ace, but that will install the Ace mod, and you don't want the Ace mod if you do not. You need to learn how to play the game and all that before you start on the Ace mod, because that will only complicate matters in a way. This mod does not work, so it needs to be removed soon. But let's say I want to, let's find a small mod that's relatively fast. Okay, let's say I want to play this, use this mod. I click Add to presets. Now that's done. And in here, in the options, there's a lot of different options. This will process your user configs. Sometimes you need that. This will repair and verify mods if something goes wrong, or then you can repair mods or reinstall mods. It takes a little longer, but sometimes you need to do it. And you can also create shortcuts with the mod folders, and they will launch the mods. But I find the launcher way easier. But let's go to the installing part. I chose this because I do not want to run the game. You can also make it run the game after it installed, but we don't want that. Let's just install this. Real war sounds good. We have to wait, and I accept this. Do you wish to close the game? No, I do not wish to close the game because this does not affect the current game. See, it's not a big mod, so it doesn't take long. Now that it's installed and it's in 100%, I go back to my launcher, click refresh, go to the bottom, and here's the mod I just installed. I have this Ace related, and this has something with Ace, so I put it in the Ace related, and now it's ready for use whenever I need to play the Ace mod. Going back in here, you can search by author, or you can search by category. Let's say that you need a GLT missile box. Then you will make the author like this, and let's find the GLT missile box. We have here the GLT F-16 and all his add-ons here. You can push shift, or you can hold down control and choose like so. This is the F-18. It's dependable on these. You need these, but I think if you choose this, it will automatically install the needed add-ons for you. It will add them to the preset, so you don't have to worry about that. But if it doesn't, double click it, look on dependencies, and here's what you need. But all this will automatically be included, and this is how you do it. The sixupater is the easiest way. Let's search by categories. If you do not know where to get the mods on certain websites, and if it's dependable on your game and all that, let's find vehicles. System someone vehicles. Okay. See, we have the F-22 here. That's a vehicle. The only thing you do is add to preset, and it will automatically give you these free that you need to play the game. And if your game is, let's see if I can find one that is, it will also show it. This, for example, this is incompatible with my game. This is for ArmA 2 only, I think, but since I'm using combined ops, I'm using another version of this. So this will not be installed because it's incompatible. That's the black ones. The yellow ones are the ones that needs to be updated, and the blue ones are the ones you do not have. And this is how you do it. If the program does not recognize your game installation folder, you can go to options. You will, where it says path, game, you will choose the game folder. If you have a separate mod folder, let's say you have something called C mods, and you have all the mods in there, you can put them in there as a search, but it's not recommended. That's how you do it.